Hello friends, it's Mr. Barry. I'm teaching math lessons in for Pre-K4 this week. I want to share, I'm starting actually with a book this time, and a book that you've read with your teacher, I'm sure during your morning class meetings, and even during the literacy lesson. This book is The Song of the Teeny Tiny Mosquito. Now we're not going to be reading the book today, but we're going to be looking back through at the different animals and the sequence that they come in the book. Now, the first animal that we talk about is on page 2 here, the mosquito, right here. And the mosquito is eaten by the frog. Let's see. And then the frog is eaten by the fish. And then the fish, oh my goodness, is eaten by the duck. Now, when we are talking about numbers, as we're counting, show how many. Whenever we count, we count the animals here. We have the mosquito, we have the frog, we have the fish, and we have the duck. And if we add those together, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 animals we're talking about in this story. Now, the animals that we're going to go back now as we go through the book. And as I go through for each animal, I'm going to place, let's see, we have the mosquito, and let's see, the frog. The frog is eaten by the fish. I'm going to put this one down here just a little ways. And then the next one, the fish, is eaten by the duck, and the duck is eaten by the alligator. The alligator. Now, I'm going to put that one right here and toward the bottom. Now, as I close the book back, and then we're wanting to find where each animal is, we're going to go through and we're going to label them. So I'm going to take my marker, and on the first page, where we have the mosquito, I'm going to write the number 1. It was the first animal that we talked about to be eaten in the story. So I put the number 1 right there. Now the next animal is the frog. I want to go to the next tab over here. It was the second animal to be eaten near the frog. So I'm going to write a number 2. He was the second one right there. Then, I'm going to turn on over, we have the duck. And the duck would be the third one. So I'll use that number, be number 3, to represent that. So I have, and then the next one would be, let's see, and the duck gets eaten by the what? The crocodile. Let's see, and that would be number 4. So there's a certain order that all of the animals came in the story. We have, the first one was, do you remember? That was the mosquito. The second one was the fish. The third was the duck. And the fourth was the alligator. Now, if I wanted to find which one was the second one, and I wasn't sure, do you know which number I would look at here? The 1, the 2, the 3, or the 4. If I'm looking for the second one, that would be number 2. Let's see which one that was. If I open that up, that was the frog being eaten by the fish. He was the second one in our story. Then, if I wanted to see which one was the first animal to be eaten, that we would look at number 1. If we're talking about the first, that's number 1. Let's look right here and see. Who's getting eaten there? The mosquito. The mosquito. Now, if I was asking about the 4th animal to get eaten, oh my goodness, which one was that? If I'm looking for the 4th, that is going to be number 4. Let's see what that one was. It's the duck. The duck getting eaten by the alligator. Now, that leaves us with number 3, the third. And if I'm looking, that's going to be number 3. And then I open that up. That's the fish being eaten by the duck. Now, so numbers can also show us how many, if we just counted how many are in it, but they can also show us the order, the position that a certain thing is in. So, boys and girls, if you tomorrow we're going to be talking about, I believe, our 5 green and speckled frogs. If you remember that song, we're going to be singing that tomorrow. So, thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.